Welcome to Film School Friday. I'm Corey.
I'm Bill.
And together we host the In Focus podcast. Film School Friday is our special weekly episode where I get to quiz Bill to see how much knowledge he's retained from film school. This week, we're talking about camera movements, but very specifically, Bill, I would love your thoughts on the differences between handheld, Steadicam, and a gimbal.
Yes.
Please educate me.
For me, the best way to break it down is handheld and Steadicam have more of a human element, whereas gimbal is a lot of machine. The gimbal, like for example, the Ronin, the DJI Ronin, DJI. That I don't know what that is, but the Ronin, for example, yes, you're holding the gimbal, but the gimbal itself is doing all the work to keep the camera steady. So it gives you that very controlled, very floaty, very programmed feel. When it comes to Steadicam, when it comes to handheld work, that's your body. Your body is motivating a lot of the movement with the camera. There's no algorithm or processing power that's artificial that's going into either one of those.
Yep.
So you tend to get a more organic feel and a more natural feel, and quite honestly, a little bit more room to be, I guess, interesting. I know a lot of gimbal people have a problem with me saying that, but hey, look, that's my preferred method of shooting is handheld and Steadicam and things of that nature. I think gimbal has its place. It's certainly very important in situations where it is a more controlled, smoother situation that you need. If you're shooting action, if you're shooting anything like that, I would go with Steadicam or handheld for sure, just because of that organic feel.
Yeah.
Human versus machine. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. I think back to even some shoots we've been on together where, like the Ronin, we could not have pulled off some of like the motorcycle chase shots that we've gotten in the past, like vehicle mounting.
Right.
Like I feel like that is where the algorithm is definitely in your favor and gives you much control and allows you to pull off shots like that. Versus, to your point, where you want to translate a more natural, organic feel into maybe their music performances, maybe it's a fight scene, things where the camera needs to be more dynamic, and you want some of that kind of craziness transferred from the scene through the camera, right?
Yeah. Like the vehicle mount stuff that you mentioned, definitely when it comes to gimbal, because I'll go ahead and brag on myself all day about how steady I can hold things with my own body, but when I'm not going to be on the back of a pickup truck doing a shoulder mount rig and keeping it steady on a motorcycle or car or what have you. The gimbal's going to be better in that situation.
Yeah, that's how you show up on shitty rigs.
Yeah, exactly. Which, honestly, I've done stuff like that. I definitely might have ridden on the front of a speedboat with a camera strapped to my arm in the past.
Yeah, sitting in the trunk of a car, handheld, tied with a ratchet strap around your waist.
In lieu of a dolly or a gimbal, as mentioned.
Hashtag shitty rigs.
Yes.
All right. So, great. I feel a little bit more educated around the differences between the three. Sounds like your preferred method is definitely handheld or steady for sure, though.
If possible.
Yeah.
Except for those cases like we mentioned, like car mounts.
Yeah.
Stuff where the human body just isn't equipped to control.
Yeah. Makes total sense. Cool. Awesome. Bill, once again, I think you passed.
Yes.
Great job. Still coming up on that midterm. Hope you're still staying fresh.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm going to study probably at 2 a.m. the night before, but
got to cram. My daughter tells me cramming actually doesn't help, but my experience says otherwise.
Same. My film school experience.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Thanks, Bill. Check us out on Instagram at InFocusPod or online at InFocusPodcast.com. And if you like what you heard today, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a rating. It would help us out a ton. And until next time, Feed your film crew.
Please.
Bill stays hungry.